Today I'd like to inform you on a topic that is near and dear to my heart thanks to a girl named Haven Stambaugh. She was born to a family friend of mine, and she was born with cystic fibrosis. With cystic fibrosis is a disease process of the lungs where it's really hard for her to do day-to-day activities, and she, in this picture, has to be on constant oxygen most of the time and is just really sick all the time. This put a strain on her family. They have to go to Denver probably at least once a month, and they're actually in Denver right now because she just got put on the organ transplant list last week. She needs new lungs to make it past the age 20. So, today I'd like to focus on telling you about organ donation from deceased donors over the age of 16. I myself am an organ donor, and I've further researched from communication professors and transplant surgeons and some non-for-profits for organ donation. So, why doesn't the public want to be organ donors? From a survey from Catherine Padlock, the writer from Medical News Today, she said that 23% of people are reluctant just because they are unsure or might think that they're unqualified. 51% think that if a doctor sees that they're an organ donor and they go to the ER or trauma unit, that the doctor won't try as hard to save them. Also, she stated that Hollywood puts a big effect on how healthcare is seen and what healthcare is. Then from another survey done by 5 communication professors from around the country and from different colleges, they said that these were their top 6 topics that came up when asking people why they don't want to be organ donators. One of them was doctors won't try, fear of the black market, goes to a bad person such as an alcoholic, maybe a pedophile or the such, fear of the healthcare system in general, and then fear that a funeral won't happen due to mutilation of the body, and that it might be against my religion. So George Laguna is a transplant surgeon in California. He's seen a shortage in organ donation while he's seen an increased demand for organ donation and increased success for organ donation. So this is part of the problem. The problem is we don't have enough donors because people have misconceptions about what it is. And so we have people in need and they're not getting what they need because it's not there. This here is a diagram from organdonor.gov. The gray line is the waiting list, and the green line is organ donors. So, as of October 2013, and this statistic is from donatelife.com, 110 women and children are on the waiting list, and approximately 1,900 of them are pediatric or children, and that there was 28,000 organ transplant surgeries done last year, or 2012. So our solution is 2 parts. The first part is to educate people on the misconceptions. People fear that doctors won't try. However, this is not true. From Sarah Jones, the chairwoman of Donate a Life, she said that the doctors that actually do the come and look at the body to see what organs can be harvested is a different doctor than the one trying to save your life. So saying that they won't try to save you because they want your organs is not true. Bad people are people too. They're children of God just as everyone else. As a healthcare worker, you have to forget everything that that person might be doing and just treat everyone the same, give them the same level of care. So that's my argument there. The body is not manipulated in the process. Actually, most of the removal of organs is done through laparoscopic surgery. Even though the donor is deceased, they normally do it laparoscopically to keep you intact so you can have an open casket funeral. And most religions see it as an act of sacrificial love. There was 3 religions I found that had something against it, and it was Jehovah's Witnesses, Shinto faith, which is the Japanese faith, and Christian Scientists. So part 2 of the solution is to educate on the benefits. 80 to 90% of the transplants done were a success. So, and this is from Donate a Life Kansas. Sometimes it's only a cure for people, such as Haven. She has tried all of her treatments for 8 years now, and none of them have worked, so now we're to a transplant is the only cure. And then this is showing a donor and how it can help 8 people through the different organs. And that's not including tissue donation, which can occur too. So why should you care? Because someday this can save your life, a life of a loved one, a life of Haven. It can shorten the waiting list so we can help more people. The more people that are donors, since a lot of people do die from accidental death every day in the United States, the more donors, the more opportunity we have to have organs given to those who are in need. And also it gives closure to families. Sometimes a lot of families have reported that it's like a part of their family member is living on in another, or that their last dying wish was to help better others. So it normally gives the family a lot of closure, especially in sudden death. So, sorry. My call to action for you is to be a donor. It's simple. Either this little girl, like Haven, will get organs from you, or you can give it to the trash can. And then second part of the action, if you're already an organ donor, is to write a letter to the United Network of Organ Sharing. They're a volunteer network, and they send volunteer speakers to campuses such as Hessen College. And I've already talked to Todd Lehman, and he said that we can have them here during chapel. So we're all going to write a letter to this address, and we're going to include that you're a Hessen College student and why you want them to come. So if you die and you are not an organ donor, you're taking those 8 possible recipients with you to the grave. Thank you.